Good morning and welcome back to your Morning Manna. My name's Riley, and many of you know that I lead a network of small groups called Up Before the Enemy. And what I want to do today is kick off a 3-part series where we just kind of unpack that idea. I want to share 3 key passages of what frame this slogan for me, Up Before the Enemy. Now, I know that when we think of the enemy, most of us immediately think of the devil, Satan, the adversary, and that's what that word actually means. Satan means the enemy. And we'll get to that in part 3 of this series, but today I want to focus on, if I'm being honest, an enemy that I think I wrestle with more than any. And that's me. It's an enemy in me. And here's what I mean. Maybe you, like me, have been there where you wanted to read the Bible, you wanted to pray, you wanted to worship, you wanted to spend time with God. But you got busy. You overslept. Maybe you were at the end of your day, you were a little too tired, you had to do the dishes, you had to put the kids to bed. You're wrestling with your flesh. In fact, this reminds me of a verse that we see in Galatians. It's Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16 and 17, where Paul is saying, "So I say, live by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of your sinful nature." So there it is. There's something in us that isn't quite fully conformed to the image of Christ. We have our spirit, his spirit that's alive in us, and we have our sinful nature. The verse goes on to say, "For the sinful nature desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit what is contrary to the sinful nature. They are in conflict with each other, so that you do not do what you want." And I find myself in that place a lot. So this banner for me, Up Before the Enemy, is really a reminder to get up before my excuses, to put my priorities in place, to not give myself a reason not to do what I want, not to do what the Spirit wants. So how do we win this fight between our flesh and his Spirit? How do you live by the Spirit? I think you do what we're doing in this devotional setting, and you simply get in his presence. Remember that the presence of God is a person, the Holy Spirit. He wants to spend time with you. So make it your top priority today and every day to spend time with him. You know, as we walk with him, again, this is by faith, his Spirit, his Holy Spirit begins to come alongside us and teach us. He guides us, reminds us, he prompts us, he'll rebuke us, convict us, and above all else, he'll point us to Jesus. So I just want to pray that over you today. Get up before the enemy, whatever that looks like in your rhythm. Spend time in the presence of God and watch him change your life.